Hello everyone! Today, I'm going to read a story to all of you. It's called The Smoos and the Smoos. So let's get started. The Smoos and the Smoos. Written by Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. By a nubilar lake on a far-off planet, there lived a young smith, and her name was Janet. This creature looks like a squirrel with a very bushy tail, and this one is Janet. Not far away, on a humpty hill, there lived a young Smoo by the name of Bill. So this is Bill, and these are two furry slugs. Janet, like all the Smiths, was red, and this is what her grandfather said. Never, never play with the Smoos. They sleep in holes, they wear strange shoes, they jump about like kangaroos. Never, never play with the Smoos. So this is Janet's grandfather, this is Janet, this is Janet's bed, and this is Janet's teddy. Bill, like the other Smoos, was blue, and these were the words of Grandmother Smoo. Never, never play with the Smiths. They have strange hair upon their heads. They sleep in funny things called beds. Never, never play with the Smiths. This is a green parrot. This is Bill's grandmother, and this is Bill. The Smiths on their lake like nothing better than splashing about getting wetter and wetter. But Janet grew bored with this watery play, and early one morning she tiptoed away. So this is their lake, and there is a reptile-like animal here. The Smoos jumped about on their humpty hill. They bounced up and down it and never stood still. But Bill was beginning to think, "Oh, this is boring." So early one morning, he set off exploring. So this is their hill. These are some berries here and there. There's another furry slug here. And there's another furry slug there. So this is Janet and Bill playing in the wood. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a mythical animal. Janet met Bill in the Whirlpillar Wood, where the chocolates grew tall and the ground palms smelled good. The two rubbed antennae and played all day long. She told him a story, he sang her a song. Then they climbed to the top of a jillberry coot and nibbled its juicy and jellyful fruit. So this is Janet and Bill eating the fruit. Till who should disturb them but Grandfather Smith, shaking his fist as he angrily said, "Never, never play the Smoo. They're such a nasty shade of blue. For 100th time I say to you, never, never play the Smoo." Grandmother Smoo was close behind, and this is how she spoke her mind. "Never, never play the Smith. They're such a dreadful shade of red. I'll say again what I've always said, never, never play the Smith." Years went by on the far-off planet. Janet missed Bill, and Bill missed Janet. But off they crept whenever they could to sing and play in the Whirlpillar Wood. there is a green beetle here, and there is Janet and Bill. They are sitting on a rock and they are singing together. And this is Janet and Bill deciding to wed. And here is the same fish bird or birdfish standing on this tree trunk. The two of them grew and decided to wed. But what do you think their grandparents said? Never, never marry a Smoos. They're a beastly bunch. They're a crazy crew. They drink black tea. They eat green stew. Never, never marry a Smoos. Never, never marry a Smith. My dearest child, are you off your head? They drink pink milk. They eat brown bread. Never, never marry a Smith. So this is Janet drinking pink milk and eating brown bread. And this is Bill eating green stew and drinking black tea. Janet and Bill stole out that night while their family slept and the moon shone bright. They clambered into the Smith's red rocket. Grandfather Smith had forgotten to lock it. Bill pressed the button and Janet steered. So this is the group, the Smoos, which is their moon, only it doesn't look a bit like the moon, it looks a bit like a chunk of rock. And this is the red rocket. When their families woke, they had both disappeared. The Smoos said, "Your Janet has stolen our Bill and lured him away from the Humpty Hill." The Smiths said, "It's Bill who has stolen our Janet and taken her off to a distant planet." The Smoos climbed into their rocket of blue and they said to the Smiths, "You had better come too." Suspicious and scowling, they soared into space. So this is the Smoos from behind the blue rocket. Till they reached Planet Rum Jump, a dry, dusty place. The Rums had long arms which they waved in the air, but they didn't have news of the runaway pair. So this is the Planet Rum Jump. It looks a little bit like a desert. And these are the Rums, which look like long-armed aliens. The next stop was Nurgle-Strop, covered in roses and watered by beasts with small eyes and long noses. So there are 3 blue morpho butterflies here. They touched down on Grimbletosh, coated in grime. This one looks like an armadillo. And look, there are 2 Gruffaloes here. If you don't know what a Gruffalo is, read the book called The Gruffalo. And there is an ant-like creature here. They searched Planet Grudge and found nothing but slime. So this is Planet Grudge, and it really is slimy. And these are 3 blob-like aliens. One morning, the Smoos found they'd run out of tea. So the Smiths shared their milk, which was pink as could be. Then Grandfather Smith said, "My hair needs a trim." And Grandmother Smoos kindly cut it for him. I can see why it needs a trim because look in this picture. It is really long. They landed on Scoop, where the Scoopies wore kilts. So kilts are like this. They are like Scottish skirts, only that they have got those checks. Then flew to Quaboo, where the crabs walked on stilts. So stilts are like these really long sticks that you can walk on them. They searched all year long, Then they searched longer still, but they didn't find Janet, they didn't find Bill. "Alas," said the Smoos, and the Smith said, "Alack! We have failed in our quest, we had better turn back." So they turned and flew home to their very own planet, and far down below them they saw. So this is Janet and Bill in the wood on the planet. Bill and Janet! The rocket touched down and they ran to the wood where the truckles grew tall and the ground palms smelled good. And there in a grave by the rocket of red were the runaway Smoos and the runaway Smith. They got lost and flown home again, only to find that all of the others had left them behind. There was joy, jam, and jumping. Then Janet said, "Maybe you'd like to make friends with that dear little baby." A baby, a red one, a blue one, but no. So there's a bug here, and this is Janet and Bill married. This is a Smith eating pink jam. There's a bird here which looks a bit like a pheasant because of its feathers sticking out here, which look like there are a lot of feathers in here. That baby was purple from head to toe. They all hugged the Smooth Smith, their new baby brother, and Grandpa and Gran even hugged one another. They laughed and they splashed and they danced with delight, and they played with their baby from morning till night. They made him a rattle, they made him a flute, they fed him the fruit of the jewelberry coot. So this is Janet and Bill looking really proud and very happy. And this is a Smith and a Smoot playing with their baby, with his rattle and his flute. This one is a green, maybe an emerald swallowtail butterfly because its wings are green. Then they sang by the light of the silvery swoon, and you can sing too if you make up a tune. Play with the Smiths and play with the Smoos, play with whichever friends you choose. Then close your eyes and, while you snooze, dream of the Smiths and dream of the Smoos. So this is the same birdfish. Again, it looks a bit like a crow. And this is the very bright swoon. It doesn't look like a rock in this picture. It looks a bit round. And there is the same pheasant-like bird here with this very strange tail feather. And here are some cactuses here, and this is a plant which has got these screw-like, I don't know, maybe petals, because it looks a bit like a flower. So if you enjoyed this video, please follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye!